Oprah Winfrey has been low key, more likely for good reason.
What do you mean low key?
Well, she been quiet. She been quiet.
I mean, you know she on that Ozempic. She might just be suffering from exhaustion. She could be on a drip right now.
Whether it's him going to jail, him not going, I just wonder what people are going to say. Because, you know, I know Oprah had so many people on her show dealing with, like, I got to choose my words carefully, man. You two be, boy, they be. But when it's dealing with men and women, you know, y'all know what I'm trying to say. The DV, you'll figure it out. The domestic stuff.
When you talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct occurred, it's shocking. Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old. We have an individual who was 14 years old. We have one who was 15.
Prepare to bid farewell to your favorite talk show host, as she may never be seen again. In a shocking twist, singer Jaguar Wright has made serious allegations against media mogul Oprah Winfrey, accusing her of orchestrating secretive high-profile gatherings alongside Sean Diddy Combs.
Oprah Winfrey has been implicated in the Diddy case by federal authorities due to her alleged involvement in human trafficking. In a desperate attempt to evade justice, Oprah reportedly tried to OD. Gayle King, her close confidant, posted an update revealing that Oprah is currently in the hospital, suggesting she is trying to avoid facing the serious charges against her. Meanwhile, Oprah's public relations team is in overdrive, attributing her hospitalization to complications from the weight loss drug Ozempic. Additionally, reports have surfaced that Oprah was allegedly involved in harvesting children in Hawaii.
Wright alleges that these gatherings, held at Diddy's mansion, involved illicit activities and exploitation, with Oprah playing a crucial role in recruiting vulnerable individuals. If proven true, these claims could have a devastating impact on Oprah's esteemed legacy.
She could be on a drip right now. You know she just had to go to the hospital. You seen her life partner, Gayle, sitting there crying because Oprah done emaciated herself, because you know all that Ozempic is. It creates constant diarrhea. Yeah. So every time you eat, you get diarrhea. So you don't want to eat. So you do what? You starve. And you force the body to feed on itself. But the problem is you go off it.
But you already know what Oprah, with the whole Maui situation going on, that she got a lot of backlash for that. It's just, my whole thing is like, saying nothing is almost worse. Because, like, it's not like you got to say, oh, I need to wait to see. You don't need to wait. Everybody in the world done seen that video.
Jaguar, known for her bold revelations about major figures in the music industry, has repeatedly accused Diddy of corruption and exploitation. Since the trial began, she has been a vocal critic, exposing the music mogul's business dealings and alleged personal misconduct.
Usher.
They talk about his...
Usher, I'm tired of Usher.
Oh, okay.
Goofy bitch.
Oh.
Got your asshole ripped open and the only thing it inspired was loyalty? They ripped your ass open. Gene didn't say it. He said, check the records at the hospital. I'm saying it. You got your ripped open. Then you take Justin Bieber from Lily White, Canada, and take him to the flavor of Fuck Off, the kiddie edition. Get his ripped open. Now everything's coming out, and the first thing you do is run the Bowie with another kiddie rape.
With Oprah's reputation for promoting positivity and empowerment, the fallout from Jaguar Wright's claims has ignited heated debates. Many are now questioning how this revelation will affect her legacy and the ongoing legal battle surrounding Diddy.
Diddy Glover agrees to testify that Oprah Winfrey and Gayle King are on 200 freak off tapes. Pure survival. And he has a copy of all of it. This is crazy. Y'all got to get the likes up. Why ain't nobody tell me that Gayle King and motherfucking Oprah Winfrey was having a freak off together? I thought Oprah Winfrey cared about the goddamn children. You be going to all these motherfucking countries acting like you caring about the kids. Allegedly, they saying that Gayle King and motherfucking Oprah Winfrey was having freak offs and they were alleged minors. Some young girls. I'm talking about Regina on Regina.
Whether it's him going to jail, him not going, I just wonder what people are going to say. Because, you know, I know Oprah had so many people on her show dealing with, like, I got to choose my words carefully, man. YouTube be, boy, they be. But when it's dealing with men and women, you know, y'all know what I'm trying to say. The DV. You'll figure it out. The domestic stuff.
Recent allegations against Combs have placed intense scrutiny on his infamous parties, long known for their extravagance and star-studded guest lists. Legal documents and accuser testimonies suggest that these events were more than just lavish social gatherings. They were environments where exploitation allegedly thrived.
Charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines.
Allegations have emerged linking Oprah to Diddy's notorious parties, with claims suggesting that she not only attended these events but also played a role in preparing young artists for them. Reports indicate that Oprah, revered as a mentor and cultural icon, may have used her influence to offer young talents opportunities in Hollywood, only to allegedly expose them to Diddy's extravagant gatherings.
Turns out these young girls were being touched or broken in by one of the employees there to allegedly get them ready for clients. Authorities found out about it, and the employee was charged with 13 counts of getting inappropriate with kids. Turns out at least 6 girls aged 13 to 15 were allegedly systematically and ritualistically targeted. Oprah went on record saying she was going to look at the situation, but after her investigation, the employee was cleared of any wrongdoing, and some allege Oprah had a hand in trying to cover it up. But these incidents continue to rock the school, including a newborn baby being found unalived at the school, which some say was for trafficking.
Oprah's Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa, once celebrated as a beacon of empowerment for young women, has also faced past incidents involving staff misconduct. These incidents have reignited questions about Oprah's role and responsibility in safeguarding vulnerable individuals under her influence.
As I present to you the inaugural class of 2011 for the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls.
Why have all of the girls went missing that was at that school graduating class and nobody is talking about it? I tell you why. Because you guys are protected and I don't appreciate it. I want you guys tap in, tune in, comment. If you guys know about it, talk about it, spread the word, share this. Those girls in Africa went missing. That was at Oprah's school. Oprah Winfrey. Where were these girls at? Has anybody found them? Why is there not enough coverage on this? But those 5 guys that went missing, RIP, definitely feel bad for them. That's a lot of coverage. Of course. Anyways, peace out.
Diddy has denied all allegations, with his legal team asserting that any activities at these parties were consensual. However, As the case unfolds, more victims have come forward, painting a troubling picture of systemic misconduct and unchecked power within these events.
In these cases that we're going to file occurred primarily in New York, either Manhattan or the Hamptons, or occurred in California, primarily in Los Angeles, or in Florida, primarily in Miami. Most of these events and incidents occurred at parties, typically after parties, or album release parties, New Year's Eve parties, 4th of July parties, something they call the puppy party, the all-white party.
Attorney Tony Busby has recently made serious allegations against Diddy, claiming that the music mogul used coercive tactics to manipulate young artists during auditions, exploiting his powerful influence over aspiring talent.
Although several of these events occurred at auditions, many times, especially young people wanting to break into the industry, were coerced into this type of conduct in the promise of being made a star, or in the promise of having Sean Combs listen to their tape or even let them read for Sean Combs.
Prosecutors are reportedly preparing to expand the case against Diddy, with estimates suggesting that up to 120 additional victims may come forward to testify. These new revelations expose a deeply troubling and widespread history of alleged misconduct spanning several decades, indicating a long-standing, unchecked pattern of abuse. Particularly alarming are claims involving victims as young as 9 years old, raising serious concerns about the safety of minors and the risk of exploitation within the entertainment industry.
A Texas attorney says he now represents, get this, 120 alleged victims, male and female, adults and children, whose allegations span more than 30 years. The accounts of the alleged victims have not been fully vetted, but their claims involve drug-fueled sexual assaults similar to what the feds described in their criminal indictment of the music mogul. Diddy's currently sitting in a federal jail awaiting trial on trafficking, racketeering, and conspiracy charges. He pleaded not guilty to all charges, and his attorney once again stated that his client emphatically denies any claim that he sexually abused anyone, end quote. Here's the bottom line. He looked for bail once, couldn't get.
Attorney Tony Busby has revealed that 25 underage victims have filed separate lawsuits against Diddy, each outlining distinct allegations of misconduct. Busby stressed that, unlike a class action suit, these individual cases underscore the unique and personal experiences of each victim.
25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of. The time frame of the acts complained of is very wide. The conduct at issue spans from the years 1991 all the way till this year, 2024. If you wonder why there are so many alleged victims, that's your answer. We're talking about more than 25 years of this type of conduct.
Jaguar Wright has made significant allegations against Sean Diddy Combs, accusing him of participating in and enabling systemic exploitation within the entertainment industry. Wright claims that Diddy was part of a network of powerful figures involved in manipulative and unethical practices, using his influence to control and exploit vulnerable individuals, particularly young artists. These allegations further complicate Diddy's legal troubles, which already include charges of trafficking and racketeering.
How come you think it doesn't get leaked to the public?
The dark net?
Yeah, like...
Because of the dark coin. Most people don't even know that the dark coin exists. But that's how they're trading for all of the flesh they sell. Which is why I became so outraged last year when the twins turned 16 and he had them dressed like prostitutes and then he auctioned them off as NFTs because the NFT that he sold them to was attached to that dark coin. It was like a promissory note to sell his daughters to the highest bidder.
Wright's accusations go beyond Diddy, implicating other industry icons like Jay-Z in a culture of coercion and control, further highlighting the extent of alleged manipulation within the entertainment world.
What did you know that was going on in the world of Diddy?
He's a s***er. He's got guns and he's got semen-coated fucking VHS tapes.
Is that something normal that happens in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Freak-offs.
Hey, everybody know that. I've been saying it.
So do you feel like people, when they hear pink cocaine, Young Miami has to bring across?
Now, gay men have been using this for years. See, back in the day, if you went to a gay party or a gay rave,
Wright has characterized the industry as one that thrives on fear and manipulation, where powerful executives exploit artists for both financial and personal gain.
Viagra, ecstasy, Special K, and cocaine. Now, see, the cocaine keep you up all night, but unfortunately, it gives you limp noodle. So that's why you had the Viagra. Now, see, the ketamine, that's a horse tranquilizer, so that relaxes all your muscles. You wouldn't feel a thing.
So what are your thoughts on all the his celebrity friends that denounced those allegations and were like, this is false, and, you know, they were saying, yeah, should they speak up now?
It's getting a little too late for those who are complicit. Stevie J should be charged. Mary J. Blige should also be charged. Jennifer Lopez should definitely be charged. Jay-Z should be charged. Khaled should be charged. Rick Ross should be charged. Usher should be charged and tried with him. Or for Justin Bieber alone.
Jaguar Wright is delving into the broader implications of Diddy's trial, which includes charges ranging from racketeering to trafficking. She is highlighting what she describes as the hidden truths about exploitation within the entertainment industry.
I need him and Jaguar Wright in the room at the same time. Now, I'm not saying y'all should do this. I'm positive Kat may say some things that might piss her off, and they may get into it. You know, but after that, you put the cameras on them, the mics in front of them. They're going to expose everybody from every industry. We're going to have a great, there might be 6 hours though. Might be 6 hours shit, man, you know.
We can throw Kanye in there too.
Yeah, I love Kanye. Man, Kanye, we're going to say
If I did a round table, it would be Jaguar, Kat,
it'll be, yeah,
Kanye, and Talib Kweli.
It'll be a lot of unfriendly truths.
The thing for me is that I don't think you can destroy somebody who's not afraid. Kat is not afraid. Kat does not rely on Hollywood for anything. He is self-funded. If he never works in Hollywood again, he doesn't care. I think this bomb was the perfect storm. I'm talking about Cat Williams, the Cat Williams interview. I think it was the perfect storm. And sometimes you don't see it coming for you, but it was already set in motion when you started with a film that basically the America didn't want. Black America did not want.
In recent developments, Diddy's lawyer revealed that the music mogul plans to testify against every celebrity involved in his alleged criminal activities. This unexpected move has fueled speculation about who might be drawn into the unfolding scandal, as Diddy seeks to distance himself from the serious charges he faces. His recent claims against Oprah could potentially be part of this strategy.
Update on the Diddy story. So apparently he is going to testify. Rather, he says he wants to testify. Through his attorney, Mark Agnifilo, he says that he's just excited to be able to testify in court. Agnifilo said, "I don't know that I could keep him off the stand. I would be very careful if I was a lawyer signaling that to the public, because if we know for a fact that Diddy is saying that he has recordings, or people are implying that he has recordings of politicians that are in positions of power and music execs that are in positions of power, and he's itching to be able to testify, I would think that that puts him at risk, not of killing himself, but of maybe being killed in prison. And that is just a reality that we face. There have been many people that have been killed because of the secrets that they hold. And so I'm a bit concerned that he is signaling that he wants to testify in public. I will watch this closely, but let me say right now, very clearly, that Diddy did not kill himself.
I got tea for you, Hunty. A lot of celebs, by a lot I mean 3, deleted their tweets, bunch of their tweets, because of P. Diddy getting arrested. And that is Usher, which is not surprising. Usher, yeah, makes sense. Megan Fox in pink. They wiped their Twitter clean for I don't know what goddamn reason, but this is interestingly suspicious. I want, Diddy to survive and snitch and not, Jeffrey Epstein situation going on with him. And let's see what he has to say, because this all seems very, if you know what I mean.
Diddy's decision to cooperate could alter the trajectory of the case, potentially bringing other high-profile figures into the investigation. However, his legal team continues to publicly maintain his innocence while working to secure his release on bail.
I want to go ahead and talk about Ashton Kutcher because he's worried that Diddy is going to, snake him and celebrity friends and bring up their names in court. And Ashton Kutcher is making plenty of statements right now, and his team are talking to different outlets and are trying to clear Ashton's name. Now, my thing is, you've been buddies with Diddy for 20 years, aka 2 decades. What did you witness and what made Diddy your bestie? 20 years is insane. 20 years is insane. Now, I do believe that they met on an MTV show a very long time ago, and they became close. And, rumor has it that they were watching sports together.
We're probably worried about which Diddy parties they were at and what was going on. That's not to say that they were necessarily even involved in any of the things that are alleged by the U.S. Attorney's Office. But if you're at that party and it turns out that that's when he set up one of these freak-off sex parties, or that it was going on in another room and you didn't know about it, there's a good chance that you're going to be called by the U.S. Attorney's Office. And certainly if you were involved, you would get a call because they're going to want to know everything you want to know and may even want you to be a witness. I just think, we're just starting to scratch the surface of what this case, this case is going to touch and involve. And the feds have said that this remains an open investigation. There could be more charges for Diddy. There could be more charges for other people involved. And usually the way this works is once they find out other people are involved or were witnesses, they bring them in and they sort of lean on them. And it's sort of like, you're going to cooperate with us, or there's a possibility that you could face charges. So this is going to be a slow developing a case here because we're just getting started. And I don't see how this trial begins anytime before next year.
This new development is causing anxiety among attendees, with many celebrities and associates distancing themselves from Diddy to avoid being caught up in the growing scandal. Speculation has risen about incriminating footage being handed over to authorities, and numerous attendees of these events are reportedly scrambling to protect their reputations and avoid potential legal consequences.
Sometimes lasted days and were often recorded. Federal prosecutors say various recordings were seized during the raids on Diddy's home in Los Angeles, homes, not one home, homes, as in plural, in Los Angeles and Miami earlier this year.
Now there, of these new accusations of sexual misconduct, I think one of them does concern a woman who was underage at the time. So we're getting into some bad territory.
Right. Now, Diddy seems to have retained Mark Garagos.
He's in a world of trouble. And I hate to bring up this name, but it is apropos in this particular situation. Remember what Suge Knight said? Y'all remember that? When Suge Knight said he was in a world of trouble? Because Suge Knight said, listen, he knows a lot. And so you're looking at a potential situation where it could arguably mirror that of Jeffrey Epstein. Remember him? August 10th, 2019. Prison guards found, I'm reading right from online. Guards found American financier and convicted ex-offender Jeffrey Epstein unresponsive in his jail cell at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in New York City, where he was awaiting trial on trafficking charges. Tried to perform CPR, couldn't resuscitate him, pronounced dead at a downtown hospital at 6:39 a.m. What it went on to say in the reports that there were violations because normal jail procedures on the night of Epstein's death wasn't followed. It talked about a malfunction of 2 cameras in front of his cell. And you got people still to this very day with their conspiracy theories being thrown out there that it wasn't suicide, but ultimately intentional harm was brought to him because he knew too much about too many people. That's what Suge Knight alluded to when he was talking about P. Diddy. And as we sit here today, who the hell can deny that potential reality? Do we know? No. We don't know.
Jaguar Wright's explosive claims against Oprah Winfrey and Diddy are certainly raising eyebrows. If true, they could have significant ramifications for both of their legacies, especially considering their influence in the entertainment industry. Oprah, long celebrated for her empowerment work, could see her reputation seriously damaged, while Diddy is already facing serious legal trouble, and these allegations add fuel to the fire. The involvement of high-profile figures like Jay-Z and the mention of underage victims makes this even more concerning. It's a complicated situation, and it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out in the legal system and public opinion. What are your thoughts?